Yo, this is Shizzio, I'm that guy, but right about now you're checking out the Hip Hop Chronicle UK #1 in the world. Keep it there.
Yeah! Shizzio! Rock Swayer, baby! Ha ha! Who wants some? You want some? Ha! Come get some! Simple. I came in the game just to close on my back, no ice, no chain. Few years later, they all know my name. I was screaming out loud, but I ain't that vain. I don't want fame, I ain't that lame. All I want is pleasure from pain.
This is a long time in coming. I've known it for how long? Couple of years now.
It's been a while, brother. I'm telling you now, I've had 2 hours sleep, you know, but...
Yeah, you were in Birmingham yesterday for a show?
Yesterday, I got home at 8 o'clock. But, yeah, man, I wouldn't wake up for anyone else, brother. See, that's what... That is what this time has brought you, bruv. Me waking up.
Right. All that time.
Sleep, bruv. You know what I mean?
That's no good. But Shizzio is a one-man army, right?
All day long, brother. On my own.
But that's like 3 or 4 words. If there was one word to describe you, what would it be?
Describe me or the year?
You.
Just me, M-E, bruv, me, like, man, I don't know, I don't play into all of that fame and all this and all that. I'm just literally a normal person in a normal house. I eat like you, I sleep like you, I shit like you. I just do me in it, bruv. You know what I mean?
I feel you. But 2011 has been a monster year for you. It's been quite. It's been. I'll say a roller coaster because it started off like I remember Come Get Some video dropping like beginning of the year. I've never seen a British Asian rapper or Burban rapper with a red cam video.
Yeah, you know what it is like. I don't look back. Yeah, for me, I've not achieved enough this year. Do you understand?
Okay.
That's me being real. Like I'm looking forward. But I was thinking about this when you called me, and I kind of gauged you when to do, like, you know what I mean, we're going to do this, and I had to think about, like, yo, what have you really done? And if I had to look back, I have done alright this year in terms of just someone on their own, no management, no team, someone who literally wakes up themselves and does everything themselves. So it has been a mad roller coaster from, like, yeah, we did red cam videos, which is like personal stuff, a lot of experience stuff that money can't buy, you get me?
Right.
Like, man went through the whole Wiley thing, which is a madness.
Yep.
Man did the Dave Courtney thing, which is personal. Man did a TED Talk, first rapper to ever stand on Oxford stage, you know what I mean, and speak to other people at Oxford and give a TED Talk. The Mopreme video. I had my own TV show on Brit Asia. Just bare stuff, bruv. Like,
and you're still saying that you could achieve more.
Yeah, because I'd never ever sit down and say, rah, like, you've done this and you've done that. Man, just do what they're doing, bro.
But let's talk about the Wiley thing. That Wiley thing was nuts. You were probably one of the only rappers from the Asian scene to actually speak up.
Yeah. Any
regrets?
Never. No regrets.
Have you spoken?
I don't regret nothing through nothing, because I go with the gut, innit. Like, I've always gone with my gut no matter what. So worst comes to worst, if nothing happens or whatever, I've got no one to blame, innit. But I didn't even think twice about the Wiley thing. I didn't do it just to get the PR or nothing.
Yeah.
I literally did it because he was taking a piss, bruv. He's a fucking piss taker. And I just thought, fuck this, man.
Chipmunk to Pro Green, now Jay Sean. Seems that you wanna diss everyone on Twitter. You went from the grind godfather to some pissed off lemon spitter who's just turned bitter. Don't matter how many black kids call me a packy, still wouldn't call them a. I would appreciate the fact that I'm a role model to some kids and just that bigger.
And the thing about it was, the one that annoyed me was a lot of Asian people were laughing with him at the start because they were scared of him, like, oh, ha, ha, yeah, But nah, man.
That's dumb. But done with. You ain't spoken to him since then, have you?
Nah, he messaged me once, but...
Because you done a joint together.
Back a day.
Yeah, you've done stuff together. And that's another thing about you I might want to add, is people in the grime scene actually have respect for you. Not just this Asian scene. I've seen how Gets has a lot of love for you.
I see Gets yesterday still. He's a safe brother. I personally think he's the best rapper in the UK, bar none. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I'm not... Yeah, no, it's true. I do know a lot of grime artists. Like,
and they got a lot of respect for you.
Do you know what it is like? I think they can kind of see what I'm trying to do. I'm not jumping on the track trying to go, oh, grime. I'm a grime artist. I'm not trying to jump off their shine, innit? Like, end of the day, they see that I'm putting in my own work. I'm trying to do my own hustle and get my own fan base.
Right.
So maybe it's just a respect thing, but I can't answer that question.
Fair enough. But off the back of the Wiley thing, which a lot of people have said that's probably the best they've heard you. Jay Sean came out on his own accord and said, "Wow, Shizzio is probably one of the only few guys that actually break through."
I think Shizzio's a dope MC. I think Shizzio is definitely a really good MC. It's someone I've been watching for a while, and I was told that it was never going to work. And I'm fascinated to see that now there is a time where if you're a UK MC, you've suddenly got hope of making it in the charts, not just the R&B hip hop charts, in the mainstream charts as a UK MC. And I think Shizzio, being from the South Asian scene, I think that he's definitely got a shot. I'm feeling his style, and I'm feeling him as an MC.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but
it's a big thing.
Yeah, no, shout out to Jay, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, yeah, man, obviously he does his thing. Like, end of the day, the thing about, I get asked about Jay all the time, bro, like, why doesn't he bring you in, and why doesn't he bring the people in? I just think, like, Jay's Jay, in it, like, he's got his own people, in it. Like, end of the day, if I blew up tomorrow, there's so many people behind the camera that have put in work with me that I've got to look after, bro, and I've got to look after my peoples, do you understand? So, you know, maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe the time ain't right or whatever. But I can't put words into a man's mouth. But I get to ask that question all the time.
But what I want to ask really is why there's not been, like, he did that on his own accord, right? So why didn't he holler at you about doing a mixtape joint? Sound for your mixtape. Come on, Jay, because he can rap.
Brother, I can't put them words in his mouth. The man want to force the brother. You get me? End of the day, like, he's got his own circumstance, and I understand this industry, innit, but things are not as clear cut as they seem. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just take something at face value. There's a much more deeper tone with everything. I don't know. Maybe he's planning something. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he wants to look after his people. X, Y, and Z factors. I don't know, Jay. I met Jay five years ago. Do you know what I mean? And we spoke. I will say, when we spoke then, he was a big artist, and a lot of people wanted to speak to him, and he did give me the time of day. He spoke to me for about 2-3 minutes when people were on his back. Do you get me?
Right.
So, as far as I'm aware, I've met him once. I respect him in it because he gave me the time of day when I was no one.
Right.
Like, I was trying to speak to him. I was on the come up, like, yo.
Yeah.
I had my mixtape with Catman at the time. Do you get me?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it was 2006, I think. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of just that, I have to respect a man, because when I was hungry, I'm still hungry, but when I was on the come up, he didn't brush me off. There were so many people wanted to speak to him, but he stopped. You know what I mean? He spoke to me nice and elegant and all that.
We've got the whole thing with Asian girl, Skepta and Chipmunk.
Oh yeah.
With the whole, no Asian person on that record. Cool, they did the record, but then the whole brought all you guys together.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Nihal, because he actually made that happen. He made us have that interview, me, Chipmunk, and Skepta.
Alright, man, big up Shizzio,
Big up.
big up you and Nihal for supporting Skepta, boy, better know.
Shout out to everyone that appreciates music for the love.
But I just felt like it had to be done. It wasn't a case of me just trying to...
No. It did have to be done. I think Nihal bringing you in, that was him going, this is how it should be done, or let's try it this way.
I think that was very gracious of him to do that, to put his neck out and say, listen to me, like, the guy, you know what I mean, he deserves to be in the room with you lot and really have this talk, because he kind of represents the Asian people, which is nice for him to say that, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was another episode still of just that.
Another episode,
Asian
and then
girl, and you know what, like, the thing is, like, yeah, it was controversial, wasn't it, bro?
It was
controversial.
It was controversial, but no disrespect to them. They did their thing on it. They did some research on it, on the culture, because Skepta was dropping lines, and no disrespect to the song. It's just, it would have been nice to have.
I think. Well, boy, they said that they were going to do a video. They said 2 million% there's going to be a video. It would be stupid of them not to do a video. And they didn't do a video.
They didn't do a video. Yeah.
I think they should have put an Asian person on there, whether it was me or someone else. But I just think the other thing as well is, I think it was good for us to show that people can't just use Asian culture as like a fashion, come in and come out again. Oh yeah, we're rep for the Asians, and then we'll piss off again.
Right.
And we'll fucking take all their fans quickly, because we can, and just go. Right. You know what I mean? I think it was great for Asian people to stand up and say, yo, we ain't feeling this, or we are feeling this, or whatever. It was good to have that discussion about it, you know what I mean? But as long as there was no real... You know what it is? I met Skepta and Chipmunk in, you know what I mean? And I'm a very good judge of character, and I can tell there was no genuine animosity about that. They didn't...
Yeah,
They genuinely didn't think that they were hurting Asian people.
Yeah, they just thought, let's just do something for Asian girls.
That's right. And a lot of people were comparing that to the Wiley thing, and because I was a part of them both, I didn't want to just start saying, yeah, you are wrong. I had to be honest and say, you know what, no, they're two separate issues.
But speaking of discussions and issues, first rapper on a TED Talk stage.
Yeah. That was,
Come on, man.
oh, you know what? I'll never forget that as long as I live. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget.
TED Talks is a huge thing.
When they told me, I was like, what, you know, what the hell are you talking about? And I googled it. Bill Clinton had done one, and all these people, Kofi and
Steve Jobs, all these guys.
Yeah, and I was like, and I really didn't want to do it. And then a lot of people were egging me on, and that's what messed me up, because people were adding their 2p's worth of, oh, you've got to do it, and a lot of people were saying, no, Shiz, you can't do it because it's not for you. Do you understand? Like, no way, this is Oxford. No way, you can't do these things. And that's what made me do it. And I didn't sleep. I didn't. And none of that, bruv. That night really stressed me out, bruv.
How did you prepare for that?
3 nights. I kind of prepared. A lot of people were trying to give me their speeches. A lot of people wanted me to do their speech as if it was them on stage. Do you know what I mean? And on the last night of sleeping, I just had an epiphany. Like, boom! I said, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna do me. And if no one likes it, at least I did me. Do you understand? Rather than all these people giving me their 2p's worth. So, and then I went on stage. I had bullet points in my head of kind of what I wanted to say, but I just made it up. I literally, honestly, I just made it up. And to get a standing ovation was one thing. For Richard Branson's mum to come up to me and say, "Oh, if you was my son, I'd be proud of you. Don't you ever stop." Things like that. You know what I mean? It was an amazing thing. And to do it in Oxford is something like, for example, like if I got a degree, like if I went and got a job, you know what I mean, and I never done music, if I was a doctor or something, the chances of me standing on a stage would be slim to none. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So to be able to do that through music, fair enough. I didn't get no money. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But that's an experience that money could never buy, bruv.
I can imagine.
Tell you, it was definitely something. But I was nervous. I've never been so nervous in my life.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, do you ever get nervous when you go on stage or anything?
I get nervous a lot, and because I got stomach problems, I get a lot of acid problems and stuff.
Right.
So sometimes I get sick a lot. You get me? Like,
right.
Real, you get me?
Damn.
That day I was just a mess, bruv. A mess. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for 3 days, bruv. Like at night, I was there. My brain was just wide open. Like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? And when I got there, it just hit me, bruv. Like all these business people, like leaders of the world, Cobra Bear CEO, CEOs of Virgin, CEOs, all these companies are there talking literally like just clean English. You get me? Like, and I'm thinking like, I mean.